Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at the brand new miniBit synthesizer from AudioThing, right? So this is a port from the desktop version and it's a chiptune synth, but it has superpowers, as we will see. So let's take a quick look at the interface here. We have an LFO here that's turned off. We have a volume. This is the init patch, by the way. Oh, by the way, I would suggest you save this as a patch of your own because I can't find a way to find the init patch again. But, you know, there may be. I just can't find it. Right. Anyway. Right. So first of all, we have a volume envelope here. So, you know, normal ADSR. We have tuning. Double tap to reset. Is it? Yeah. Tuning in semitones and volume for the oscillator and sub-oscillator. We have a filter. Some things for your sequencer, pitch bend range, velocity, LFO range. We can leave all these as they are at the moment. So okay, straightforward stuff. We have a delay. We can have the delay synced or free running. So it's synced. Okay, let's turn it off. And then you have a bit crusher. Let me turn the sustain up for this. Excuse me. And then a downsampler. Okay, pretty straightforward stuff here. It looks same. Right, so let's take a quick look at the oscillator. Oh, by the way, if we touch this now, this becomes a pitch envelope. So we can reset all that, go back to our basic ADSR. Right, oscillator. You can detune this as well, by the way, look. So mine is 2 octaves. Or the same, which gives kind of a cool chorus and effect, and especially if we use a fine tune. And that's in poly mode. We have mono. Glide, polyphonic glide with quite a nice time. Right, so let's turn that back down. Oscillator here, very nice. Yeah, we'll take a look at the LFO in a minute. Oscillator, lots of different types. Look, so let's turn the sub oscillator down a sec because that's just a square wave. So you can make kind of like cool harpsichord-y type sounds. Very nice. Bit of delay on that might sound nice. Okay. Square, we've heard, obviously pulse. Might sound nice with the sub, because that's a square wave with a bit of... Okay. So I'm not going to go through all these, don't worry. Okay, and then you have some custom stuff. Sorry, let's go to this custom. You go into the editor and we can go, oh, okay. Random it. I think we can draw it in as well. And you have, I think it looks like, what is it on? Let me just go back. How many custom slots do we have? 8. So if we go into this second one here and randomize that, let's just give it a... Then very nice. And if we go back to our first one, so you've got your custom waveforms. And I'm guessing they remembered. So if I go to another patch now, go in here, custom what? No. So it looks like you have to save your custom LFOs with your custom waveform, sorry, with the patch. Okay, so that's important to remember. If you make some nice custom waveforms, remember to save them with the patch. Right, okay. Let's do this, shall we? Let's go to... I've already created one called Basic Start, which is more or less the same. So there we go. That'll take us back to the start point. Let's turn poly on. What other waveforms we got down here? So you got bell. String. Right, up until this point, you might be thinking, oh, it's all very, kind of... It's nice, but it's, if you don't like chiptune, right, I'm gonna get some gain on this. So dynamics, gain. Right, okay. Superpower of miniBit is this. It's kind of innocuous. This is the sequencer. Let's click on this. Now it will originally, if you're in the init, it will be on bar like this. But what this does, let's change this to 1/8, okay? And let me hold one key. You see this tracking along here? You see that's here? Do you see it? If we go into our settings here, and you'll see sequencer steps, you can have a maximum of 8, anywhere down to 1, but you could go, say, have 4. And I think if we go back in now to our sequencer, oh, that's weird. Let me just see. I've got it on 4 sequencer steps here. Anyway, I would have thought that should have changed to 4. Maybe I'm missing something here. Oh, wait, hang on. No, it shows you the entire grid, but it just tracks along. Right, so let's do this, shall we? Let's put this back to 8. And this might be quite fun to mess with in a bit. Right, so let's go to sequencer. So, the sequencer is running all the time, right? But say, for instance, we set this to 12 and this to, I don't know, -12. We're going up an octave here. An octave, and then maybe go, I think it's plus and minus 2 octaves, yeah. So now if we switch pitch on, see this very cool thing we've got going on now? Now you can also randomize the pitches, but you'll get some mad stuff. So, and this is polyphonic, right? But you can do the same for the volume. But let's leave the volume as it is for now, 100%. Okay. Cut off. This is cool. So let's reduce, 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 and reduce. See? And you can change the resolution. So before we go any further, I'm going to make some custom thingies. So let's just say I'm going to randomize. So I'm going to make a few more. So just go into my edit here, choose number 2, go to editor. I'm just going to randomize that. Go to number 3, go into editor, and I'm going to randomize that right now. I don't know if I'm going to make some adjustments just in case. If we click on this, does it open the others? It looks like it would do, wouldn't it? Maybe it's my hands. No. Anyway. Oh, and you can copy and paste into another one. Anyway, cool. That's that custom one. One of the great things about the sequencer, I'm going to save this as well. So I'm just going to hit save as basics. I'm going to call this something else. So sequencer test. Sequencer test and go okay, and it's saved in my user bank users. Right, so we'll go back into our sequencer here. This is cool. You can change the wave for each of the sequencer steps as well. So if you scroll up and down, right, so we've triangle been the bottom one and square, and see there, here's the custom ones up to 8. So we've got 3 custom ones. Custom 1, custom 2, and here custom, no, there's nothing custom 4, custom 3, and then we could choose, say, like, oh, P25 for that one. Could have a sine wave for that one, maybe a voice one for that, then the EP or guitar, and then the, let's do the bell shape for that, and then you have sample rate. We'll get into some of these in a sec, right? So let's do this now. Let's hold a note. Let's switch wave. Leave wave switched off. Listen, hold a note. Let's take this back down to 1/8. Cool bananas. Let's switch wave on now. So for every single step, the wave is going to change. Cool as that. I like that. Now, then the next one you've got is sample rate. So switch sample rate on and hit randomize for that. So, hey, see? Now, glide is the last one. Let's first of all do it a little bit subtle. Let's not go too bonkers. And switch it on. Now, I will say that if all of these are set to 0 and there is no adjustment in pitch, the glide's not going to work. Obviously, because there's no pitch change. We randomized this. Now, this is going to sound bad, but might be nice to get the way to get some cool experimental stuff going. So it doesn't sound too bad, does it? Let's randomize again. Let's do that to, what was the 3rd? Yeah. Well, that sounds all right, actually. Let's take that right up to, oh, I tell you what will sound good. These two here, minus 2 octaves up, 2 octaves. Didn't sound as good as I thought. Let's try it on a lower resolution, shall we? Oh, no, sorry. Let's have the glide at 100% for those two. if it was even slower, if the resolution was just, say, over 1 bar. Remember, you've got to hold the note. Very cool. Sample rate. Let's take that down a little bit. Custom 3. Oh, noise. That might be nice. Let's speed this back up, obviously, to something we can hear. So that's how, oh, of course. And then you've got your resolution. Let's randomize that. Resonance, sorry. And last but not least, it's going to randomize the velocity. So you can almost, if you like, start gating it. Okay, so that is the awesomely cool sequencer, right? And let's see if we can just, no, we have to, I'm going to go into a different patch. Go back to my, let's go back to my basic start one. Okay. Now there's loads of sequencer patches. Before I go, I'll play a few sequencer patches for you, but however. Nice, right. LFO, let's turn that on. We can choose where we want our LFO to go. So just for now, let's assign this to the pitch. So let's have the rate maybe at 1/8 and so now we're adjusting the pitch, right? But we can send this to cutoff. I'm not going to hear it unless we close the filter a bit. It's basic LFO, of course. Downsampling. That might sound really nice on maybe a different waves, maybe sample and hold. Of course, you can apply all this and still have a sequencer running, of course. I'm just wanted to show you the LFO. And then, what was it? Pitch, yeah, it's pretty volume. Most fun, of course, is either cutoff or pitch. Put it onto poly. So you got low cut and high pass filter. Won't hear anything till we bring that back down on high pass. Yeah, so basically, guys, that is it. You have a randomization. Exciting. What happened? Nothing. Let's randomize this again. I mean, to be fair, It's pretty easy to program. Before I go, I shall take you through a few of the factory presets. I'll mute my microphone for that. I hope you find it. It's pretty straightforward synth. It's nice. So to finish, you get the idea, right, with the sounds. To finish, I'm going to run through, well, we've got some special effects, obviously, which are going to be your kind of 8-bit game effects. It's a good fun. I'm going to play you through, oh, look, this is cool, a chiptune orchestra as well, to have some very cool stuff. That's a sequencer. Right, I'm going to play the sequences for you. So here we go.